All right, all right, all right. I'll try with this cereal rye everybody's talking about it. Oh, tough and need some sugar. Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be putting our money where our mouth is. I guess, I don't know if that's a good saying to say or not. We're going to be reviewing a product, which is this guy right here. Which this guy goes with our Kinze 3600 to actually allow us to plant my cereal rye cover crop this fall. That's sitting in that tender right there. That's from SeedRight. We'll be talking about it in just a second, but we got a couple things we gotta tackle real fast. First, I gotta get the 8110 actually ready to go. If you remember earlier this year, I did a review video of TerraStar-X, which is the subscription source that gives you sub-inch accuracy using a globe like this. And I basically said, hey, I have a plan how I can put this whole scheme together, use the sub-inch accuracy, equipment that we already have to plant a cover crop, which is kind of a buzzword in ag right now, and do it precisely, I guess. Andrew's here. So my plan is moderately simple, but yet complicated at the same time. We're gonna be planting our cereal rye on 15-inch rows. So 15-inch spacing in between those. And then in the spring, I'm gonna nudge my line over 7.5 inches, plant my soybeans directly in between the cereal rye strips. Seems really simple, but I got a feeling the execution could be somewhat complicated, but I'll probably manage. So this right here is a backer plate for the Kinze brush type meters, which we have on this 3600. This is from SeedRight. So SeedRight was actually founded in Convoy, Ohio. It was by a farmer and an inventor themselves when he looked at his Kinze planter and thought to himself, could he do more with less? And that's when he invented and patented the SeedRight backer plate. It allowed the users to use the OEM meters and brush type plates to plant small grains and cover crops. Bingo. And since then, they've also adapted to other planter manufacturers' meters. I don't know why you'd own another planter other than the blue one, but that's your guys' call.
Shameless.
But anyways, a link to all their products and to their website will be down in the description, along with their contact information. If the rest of this video spurs you to maybe try and plant some cover crops with your Kinze planter, or whatever other brand planter you are plagued with. But right now we're going to do an install of one of these backer plates. It's pretty simple. It's even simpler if you don't have some soybeans left in your boxes, which I thought we did, but apparently we did.
It hasn't had anything in it. The rest of them has not been much.
So here's a box. So here's a box for one of these Kinze planters. If you've been around them, pretty simple. 2 wing nuts, takes off your meter, or your plate, sorry, not your meter. This is a 60 cell plate right here. We'll talk about that just in a second. And now is when you'll remove the soybeans that are still in your planter, which shouldn't be there. But if they are, now's a good time to do that. So now with a clean meter, they suggest putting your plate in. They also have a YouTube channel where they show all this stuff, and I'll link that in the description as well. But you just put your backer plate on. They suggest that you spin your meter towards the way that it'll distribute so the brushes are aligned correctly. You put your backer plate on. which seals the gap so that the seed can't fall out there. Then you just reinstall your wing nuts. 1, 2. Still spins nicely. Then you put it back on to the planter. Latch your box back down. Engage your drive. Important to gauge your drive. Then you can fill it with cereal rye and go planting, assuming the other 23 of this on this planter was done. Assuming that.
I forgot to ask you, do we have enough milk for this?
What do you need milk for?
Cereal Rye?
Oh, yeah. But, okay, Andrew, I'll go find something to do for... Yeah. Now, they'll talk about this, that they say on their website that if you're planning on doing like less than 100 acres, which I'm doing 49 acres this year, say that you'd be okay using your 60 cells, but they recommend that you use a 48 cell plate, which they can provide you with a 48 cell plate if you need them. With these, you can plant at higher speeds. Doing my research last night, I'm wanting to plant about 50 pounds of cereal rye, and I wish I did that research a little bit earlier because I would have all these 48 cell planters, because I think the lowest we can go on the 60 cells per acre is 77 pounds, and with this, we can get down to that 50 pound mark. So I probably would suggest having all these. If I would have done that research a little bit sooner, I would have all these, and that's what we've been installing. So probably a good idea to get these. If you want to plant 50 pounds, yeah, you got to buy those, but you'll also be saving on the seed and getting the rate more in line where you want it to be. Plus, I think you can go faster with those. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what I wish I did. They sent me 2 of those, but I'm not going to do 2 of them because I don't think it'd work good. I think it'd mess with my population, but that's to show you guys. Well guys, we started on it, but I think we're a little too wet. I think I'd be better off if I wait a couple of days, then try this again. So we'll see you guys when I think it's a little bit drier. And we're back. Let's stop here. It's dried up significantly since a second ago. Be everywhere we need to be. Yep, okay. This is a Kinze 3600 here. It's a 12, so it has 12 rows on the front, 24, so it actually has another 12 on the back. So 12, 24, it either plants 12 rows of corn or 24 rows of soybeans, or you can plant 24 rows of corn if you wanted to with this, if you want to do 15s, or you can plant 12 rows of soybeans if you wanted to. Heck, you could probably do whatever combination of oddball stuff you want to with this planter, and it still works. But my goal here is right here, we're going to be going right down the corn rows from this year. That will kind of chop up the corn row a little bit. I don't really want to pull the root ball up out of the ground. I want to leave the root ball in there. That helps with organic matter, supposedly. Behind the planter, you can tell it's actually done almost a little bit of tillage. That, I'm going to say, after thinking about it, is definitely a positive in terms of using your planter like this along with the SeedRight meters to get your cover crop in. you're getting a little bit of tillage benefit from it. That's happening. Is it going to be as fast as spreading? No, but you definitely are getting, like, it's throwing it up, it's chopping it. You know, we got smaller pieces now, breaking it up, exposing it more. That'll help decompose it. I would say like a downside to it is right now it's kind of windy, and if you look where I've done the chopping so far, I got leaves moving. Where it hasn't been chopped, they're staying there. That I would almost say, you know, if it wasn't as windy as it is today, that probably wouldn't be an issue. The cereal rye, it's going down. And as far as I can tell, using these seed firmers right there, we're going in the ground about an inch, inch and a half. Oh, don't bet, just a little bit. Back, back, oh. You don't know? Oh, sorry guys, GoPro died, so you missed your dose of Wayne. But we're getting low enough here that I've got to fill it up. You're not gonna have enough to actually do everything here because of the rate. You know, like I said, if I knew that, you need to get the 48 cell bean plates. You can plant faster with them anyways, from what I'm told. I haven't experienced that, but also you can get down to like the 50 some odd pounds of cereal rye from what I've been told. Don't take that from me. From what I've been told, holy wind, is more along the lines of where you actually probably want to be planting your cereal rye. So that's what I actually ordered up, thinking that I could get there with the planting it, you know, but assumption. But you can find a silver lining here, I guess. So if I can find some more cereal rye, it's opened me up to an idea of something to try. I'm thinking I can leave some strips in the back. That it's not going to be here. Right here is actually the soybean plot for next year. I don't want to mess with my strips in a hybrid trial, basically. But I can leave some strips in the back. Obviously I'll have a strip where we plant the cereal rye. I think I'll leave a strip without any cereal rye, so just our normal practices of what we would do. Even spray the strip with some fall residual. I have to get the vertical tillage tool out this fall to do some cleanup around the edges of some fields. Plus, when we're pulling anhydrous, there's going to be some washes, so we want to get that cleaned up as well. So maybe I'll even do a fall vertical tillage strip in there. And then if I can find cereal rye, excuse me, I'm talking to the GoPro. If I can find cereal rye, I think I might load up the fertilizer spreader and spread a little bit of it too, so that we can, as me and you guys as the viewers, see the differences in between what are probably the more common fall practices for next year's crop. Hopefully I can find some more cereal rye though. And now we're actually out. Matt says, well, we've done 30 acres. It says that we've done putting down 70 pounds to the acre. Upper end of kind of what I've been told. Still, I'd say probably in the safe zone. If I'm not, let me know in the comment section so I can do something about that, whatever it may be. We're gonna go park this, and then hopefully I can find another 24 bags or so of cereal rye. We'll see you then. yours truly ran out of cereal rye again. Apparently I can't math on the cereal rye to figure this out. This strip right there is what I left to do a test strip of either the fall burn down or tillage. I left a little patch right here to do probably, I was thinking tillage here and fall burn down past there. But I guess we're gonna have a whole section here where I'm gonna have to do something about it. I don't know. If I could simply go get more cereal rye, I would, but it's hard to find. This stuff came from Des Moines. And I thought I grabbed enough to actually finish this farm out, and I was wrong. Actually, I thought I grabbed more than I needed to finish this farm out, and I was still wrong. How did the backer plates do? Good. I mean, I'm impressed. Would I do anything differently other than have the right amount of seed? Yeah, I would actually go to the 48 cell bean plates for the Kinze. I would do that to lower my population. Seed savings, you're going to pay for the plates, plus you can go at a faster speed. Go with the 48 cell bean plates. That's what I would do. Other than that, I'm really happy how that worked out. The idea that I had in my head on how it should work is pretty much how it did work. Now we got to plant it in the spring and hopefully be able to plant in between those strips of cereal rye, which means that assuming the cereal rye is going to grow. I will say with that setup now, I would feel more confident going into next year's cover crop season, sourcing my cereal rye, having it on hand, knowing that I have the ability to get it into the ground, versus getting kind of wish-washy about it. Oh, if I get the chance, I'm going to do that, and I don't really want to buy a bunch of cereal rye and have the cereal rye and not be able to put it out there or have to spread it out there. I'm confident in that setup. So if I plan on doing, like, say 100 acres of cover crop every year, or whatever you decide to do, I can, like, work that into the program, because kind of like you buy all the seed for next year already, you're gonna know what you want to do, and now you have the ability to do that. I think SeedRight's got a great product there. I want to thank them for sending me the backing plates to try this out, to share it with you guys. They have installation videos on their YouTube channel. I will be linking their YouTube channel down in the description. I'll be linking their website in the description. That way, if you're wanting to try something like this yourself, go check it out. This is a great solution to equipping yourself to getting into cover crops if it's something that you feel like you need to try, or if you're trying and you just want to try and figure out maybe even a better program that works for you. Check them out. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We're going to keep going after it. We'll see if the cereal rye comes up and starts to growing on us, and see if this is green at some point. I don't feel like it's going to be green this winter, but maybe in the spring. Green with cereal rye, not weeds. That's the ticket. See you guys in the next one.